Hello and welcome everybody, I am your humble host Gavin the Kitty, and today I am finishing up MegaMan ZX. Give me just one moment. There we go. Now I can hear it, I can see it. Let's see who's in chat. Hello Demon Dog, broke 2 needles in a row. Oh boy, that is always a hassle when sewing. But good to see ya. Hello Fox, no, hello Sylvia. Before you ask, I broke headphones today trying to mute a neighbor. Went shopping, didn't bring enough cash for that. New umbrella and got splattered by new. Oh wow, you're having a day. Let's play somebody's eyeball. Oh boy. Okay, well don't hurt anybody, but I've got entertainment for you, and hopefully if you sit back, relax, and enjoy the video, it'll be good. I understand the frustrations of having really loud neighbors. Luckily, I don't have neighbors anymore. Well, I do. They're not in the same building as me anymore, which is nice. But we're just gonna pick up from where we left off. I made 2 saves this time around, just because I really wanted to make sure I had this game saved, and with everything else that happened. Updates. So yeah, there was no stream yesterday. I needed a short break between everything. A week after this schedule is going to be a little funky, probably, just because, you know, we're finishing ZX today. Your favorite game in the Zero series? I like this one, but I think Advent is a lot more fun for me personally. We thought they left because they saw furries. Yeah, no, it turns out they just trashed the place and dipped, so. But we're going to be finishing up all of the. So this right here starts the end game. So we're going to finish up all of the other side quests beforehand. Spread the neuralizer across the lakes. Alright. So we want to transport this to the highway. So the reason we want to go to the highway is, well, not the highway, but we want to go to the main road and find the spot where, with those polluted lakes. The neuralizing fluid should help us out there. So last time we were here, we started doing the side quests and had just gotten all of the models that we're going to need for the end game. So we've got lots of stuff to take care of, like side quests, hidden items, and whatnot. I started playing Sonic Superstars while on break. I am not done. We're going to need to do multiple parts for that game, by the way. It is big. The game's okay. It does need a patch, though. But I've come to a final conclusion with Sonic Superstars for at least the main story and Trip story. It's a great game, minus the bosses. I think the bosses are just a bit too much. Are we going to fight Zero's evil twin? Yeah, we're going to fight Omega. Don't worry. That sub-tank in Area L. I thought I already got that. I guess I didn't. Okay. I don't even remember where the last heart tank is. Last part also didn't have a whole lot of viewers on it, so I'd like to take this moment just right out the gate to say, hey, if you're watching, please drop a like and subscribe. That helps us out so much when it comes to the algorithm. It makes it so that these streams get more views. It makes it so that I can keep doing this, because eventually motivation does run out, and having the small bit of dopamine that comes from seeing a like go up does actually help, believe it or not. And it's something you might not even think of as being like one of those things that actually helps a creator mentally, but it is. So yeah. Thank you. Alright, out here should be the main road. So then, our main goal is to go over the lakes and spread the neutralizer. There was one of the spots I could have entered a lot sooner, but okay, it was B. My bad. My bad. Alright, well. That's probably going to happen a little bit throughout today, just because I am bad at remembering where locations are. So I end up taking the long way around. I am getting good at Sonic Superstars, just so that way then when we do stream it, I'll be, you know, top-notch. Mario Wonder comes out tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. How is everybody else in chat doing? Since we heard from Sylveon already. And I hope their day gets a little better, but how's everybody else doing? I'm doing okay myself. Although I probably should have taken a longer break. I do feel a lot better now. I feel like I could actually like go and tackle today without everything falling apart. Which is the important bit, right? Alright. This place doesn't have the lake water, does it? This is like onto another area. Working on your stock for your Halloween event. Nice. I still have to go out and get a Luigi Halloween costume for a video. I also have to color that piece. So, the way we do this is we have to spread this stuff into the lake. Only reason this area exists, outside of like having differing areas to show the horror of the last game, the fallout of MegaMan Zero. All right, there's that. Over. And now the quest is finished. You thought this area was Area 0? That's B4. Although, I suppose it does make a lot of sense. You know, with the large tree-like monstrosities. I thought it was just more pollutants and stuff. Because Area 0 is where the Model W is. Right? Wrong? Am I right? Am I wrong? The camp part. Yeah. This is a road. This is like the main highway area. I always thought of this as like a street. And then it got all busted up when they started digging. I could be very much mistaken. And then Area 0, the camp area, was the Model W, where the Model W was, or nearby there. Like, the camp became the little camp area, like the Resistance base style area in, the Maverick Hunter HQ in ZX Advent was the camp, the base. I could be mistaken. Alright. Alright, we've got sending a letter, find the rock, gather some screws, deliver the aid kit. Which one of these would you guys want? Didn't Ragnarok land somewhere far away from Eurasia? I suppose it would have, but that also is way too close. Find the Dwayne. Find the special rock in Area K1 and deliver it to Silur. So, okay. Just so I can double check here, area K1. So our best bet is... Wow, there's really not a good way to get there. So I guess we'll go to the area K and then work our way around back to it. Area K is a newbie nightmare. Absolutely. I agree. I agree, because it's frightening. But it's not that bad. Plus the music's good, so. We need one more life tank, too, so if anybody remembers the previous playthroughs and has any idea where that final heart tank is, please let me know. So up there, where we want to get to, the wall there is solid. Where is this taking us to? Still in K4. Get a tank, you need to climb all the way up after beating a magma beast in the control room. I already did that one. I already did that one. I did that one in the last part. I got the tank here. I'm just missing one more tank, and I don't know where exactly it's at. Cannot remember. I already slowed it down though. I made a big deal out of it, actually. When I slowed it down, that's why I remember. In that case, E-tank is locked behind. Sub-tank is locked behind the side quest, because I already have the E-tank. I'm missing the life tank, is what I'm talking about. The one that heals you. The one that gives you more HP. Not heals me. I am sounding like a idiot. Is there really any use in this first game for getting the E-crystals after you've maxed out all the biometals? Because I know ZX Admin has like a shop kind of thing, but I cannot remember what this has. Oh, life tank. Yeah, life tank. I'm just missing one life tank. I need 2 more sub tanks and a life tank. Shaking, that'll make. Door. Area F2 with model F. Area D1 door. Okay. And H. Okay. Well, we'll check them out. I believe I got the one in area... Let's see. Because over here was that. I believe I already got the one that was in area G? Or no, area D. So area F and H, got it. Alright, so we're in the Find the Rock mission. So here in K1, we need to find a rock. Break an ice block and use Model L to platform. Got it. I will check that out because I think that's the one I'm missing. Oh boy, I should have some more stuff to talk about. Let's see here. What all happened yesterday? I don't know because I wasn't in the most amount of control yesterday. Of course. That is the tricky bit about having plurals. Not always remembering what exactly you did yesterday. So, alright, let's see here. I played a lot of Sonic Superstars. I started to get set up for stream, then realized shortly afterwards that me streaming that day would have not have been good, so I postponed streaming. Was going to work on a video and then decided to not finish editing, even though it would have been smart for me to finish editing. All down to the case of I legitimately haven't stopped working on videos and things in weeks. There's the rock. It's boiling water. You'd think it'd like chip away at your health just a little bit, but no. I think it does if you're human, but I don't know why you'd ever want to be the human or human form in this area, because it's freaking scary. Oh, ambulance. You never know what you did. Yeah, I try to think that it'll come up with more discussion points. Like, oh yeah, it'll be great if I just go ahead and do stuff. And I'd write things down, but the other guys don't want to write things down, so we don't write things down. They're like, oh, our memory's great. It's like, yeah, your guys' is ours, and mine's shit. I think that's the best way to describe it. Yeah, their memories are fantastic. Mine is not. I memorize what I need to know, and that's like video game trivia and stuff. The minute it comes to actually like remembering what I did yesterday and stuff. I tried to call my mom twice, and then she was like, I'll call you back, I'm at work, and never called me back. So I'm probably gonna get a call from my mom today going, sorry I missed your call, call me back, and then I'll call her. Wouldn't it be funny if my mom just popped up in chat? She does that from time to time. She'll pop into chat, and then she'll be like, oh, what's going on today? What you playing? MegaMan? Oh, of course. That's always the thing with her. It's like, you know, if I'm playing MegaMan, she knows what a MegaMan is. Because she's listened to me blabber on about the lore for so long. Let's see. Bikini Samus from Zero Mission. Ooh. That can be a good thing. Let's see here. Generate cans. That. So it's not them or them. You? Yes. Special rock. It's a ROM hack for sequence breaking. Neat. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and re-talk to him. Oh. Autism is awesome sometimes. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it's great. Smash it using the Crusher in Area E. We're gonna smash Dwayne. Don't smash Dwayne. Don't smash Dwayne. Alright. Area E, correct? Your sister okay, you're not the only okay, your sister is not the only person to call me Mr. Beast. On multiple occasions, I've been called Mr. Beast. I don't even look like Mr. Beast. I don't know if I sound like Mr. Beast. I know I sound a little bit nasally today, but that's just whatever. But yeah, I know, you're not the only person to, like, make some Mr. Beast reference towards me. I'm like, I don't even watch his content. I don't even know. Really, I just know he's a rich dude. Which is not great for my perception of him, but from what I hear, he's really nice, which is, you know, cool. If I ever work with Mr. Beast, that'd be pretty cool. But I doubt I ever will, because the people who watch Mr. Beast and the people who watch me are two very different audiences. Although, I suppose since everybody knows him, to heck if I know. Without roaming zero mission 2. Huh. I mean, you're a furry. Yeah. Yeah, I am a furry, but I'm also not very smart. Oh! Alright. So, I mentioned last time that the bosses respawn. This is how you get all the level 4 victories, is by coming back to the bosses. We already level 4'd this guy, and I don't think you get anything for re-level 4ing somebody. Alright. Thunder beats fire, fire beats ice. I already showed you guys how to do it with... Your records are kept. There's, the records that are kept are how fast you beat the boss, and what level victory you have on the boss. You sounded like him. Oh, okay, well, cool. It'd be cool if she subscribed. I may not be as rich as Mr. Beast, but I still do content, and I do it a lot more regularly than him, because a lot of his content takes forever to produce. Not knocking his stuff, though. I mean, I'm sure it's entertaining. Or else he wouldn't have the audience, so. Alright, so our goal now is to get to the Crusher. Oh, I also mentioned that we were going to come back to this area, because... here, over there, is a block we can smash now that we have Model F. It's not Model F, is it? It's Model H. Oh, it is Model F! Yay! I actually got it right for once, and then incorrected myself. Still better than fighting a Voltron? know, I've never seen the shows you'd think I'd have watched by now. Voltron is one of them, and I've never seen Voltron. It's not that I don't have an interest in Voltron. Quite the contrary. I actually really want to watch that Netflix series that did, but I have never seen Voltron. That is some of that is, you know, the quotes you'll only hear from me, because it's like, well, he's a nerd, he likes Power Rangers, I know he's into giant mechs, Godzilla, and all sorts of stuff, Jet Jaguar and all that. Maybe he's seen Voltron. Nope, not in the slightest. Never once. I tried to watch the Netflix series a while back, but my nephews came into the room and they wanted to watch something else, and I was babysitting them, so I switched the TV over to something that they'd more enjoy. So, you know, I'm not going to complain. Honestly, my nephews are pretty cool. I actually don't mind being around my nephews. They're pretty chill. My sister raised them well. They're monstrous little goblins, absolutely, but they're good. They're good kids when they want to be. I've told a few stories on here that would probably make you think the contrary, but no, they're actually good kids. They're just really, really stupid at times. I still think it's a shame that they didn't remix the boss fight theme. Oh man, I'm really hoping. Hand it over the special rock. Silure. Alright. And now when I look at Area E, is it faster to go back, or... I suppose it'd be faster to go back. We could check out more of the area, see what I missed, because I didn't have any of the other models. And of course, now I'm struggling with conveyor belts. So one of our PS5 controllers has stick drift, right? And it's been kind of hilarious trying to play with that controller. And apparently, there is no third-party PS5 controller that's like a budget controller, because I'm not spending, you know, $80 on a new controller if it's just gonna break on me. You know, because they've jacked up the price of the PS5 controller to the point now where it's like, okay, how do you not have better battery life? Because Nintendo's controllers have 80 hours. I get maybe like 3 out of my PS5 controllers. Voltron and Guitaroid from... Guitaroid, yeah. There is one Guitaru Man for the PS2. I think that game looks really interesting and I really want to try it. I suck at rhythm games, but it would be really fun to play, I think. Oh man. I can't wait to play Mario Wonder. I have been looking forward to this game's release since it announced. It's been one of those things where it's like, wow, I cannot believe I have been waiting this long for a new Mario game. You're like, you're just gonna get hit anyways, why don't you just not? Yeah, I should probably try to... I probably should stop trying and just go for it. Is the Pseudoroid from MegaMan ZX Advent designed to operate large numbers of non-autonomous weapons? Yep. I know which one you're talking about. It has like a skeleton-like design, a punk rocker's attitude, and it's I like that robot. I don't like the form it gives you. Because the walking speed is just so horribly slow. The hover's cool, but we'll get to ZX Advent when we get there. I like ZX Advent, actually. Yeah, no. I played ZX and ZX Advent. I just don't come back to the games as often as I'd like. Good explanation for anybody who hasn't played ZX Advent, but I do recommend playing all the Mega Man games. Don't continue. Transport. Why would I abort the mission now? I just got the crystal I need. Oh boy. Ceratanium. You got an extender chip. You're not touching Mega Man in Base 2 ever? I felt so bad at the end of our playthrough for that on the channel. Period of invincibility after a hit stretched out a little longer when equipped. Worth it. Alright. Gather the screws, sending a letter, deliver the aid kit. Those are the 3 we have left. I didn't like the first one, won't like the second one. That's fair. I mean, if you watched our playthrough of that, I did that and Street Fighter Cross Mega Man, and I felt so defeated because I didn't beat either of those games, and I've beaten them in the past. And I don't know, I did not feel the best after playing those. I took a break afterwards, too. I felt so bad because I couldn't show those games off in like a better light, but neither of those games are my favorite, so. Let's go deliver the aid kit. Bring an aid kit from an empty supply container. Destination L1, L2, L3. So you want to go to area L. So we'll start at L4 and work our way backwards. Okay. Due to flashing lights. Oh, I understand that completely. I do think, though, wait, I just went backwards. I thought I entered area L. Apparently I didn't. So Street Fighter Cross Mega Man is one of those few Mega Man games where you actually can't download it from the original source. Because the original source is Capcom's official website with the Capcom Unity. However, somebody messed up and didn't back up the game. Level 4 victory there. Street Fighter Cross Mega Man is just, it needs to be backed up and saved. It's a shame that it hasn't. It just hasn't yet, and I think it's a shame that it hasn't. Because it's one of those important Mega Man games that's like, this is important to the series. Why in the world has it not been backed up yet? Like, it is. You can download it off of some really shady websites, but I don't recommend that. I liked being able to be like, oh, it's on Capcom's website. You can play it there. Because soon, the only reference point for this game is going to be YouTube videos. And that's not how a game should be backed up, ever, in my honest opinion. YouTube videos are a great way to showcase a game. It's a great way to keep, you know, what was in the game prevalent. I do think this is an important part of game preservation. I don't, however, think that this should be the only way a game is preserved, because games are meant to be played. And if you don't think games are meant to be played, you're in the wrong industry. So these big boxes are what we're supposed to be opening up to find the aid kit. How do I do this again? There we go. Switch between P and H. IMO. Yeah. It likes the shoe. It found a friend. I like shady website because they aren't bright. Oh, aren't you funny? And some of the stuff are free and exclusive. Yeah. P destroys these blocks the quickest, and H breaks the game harder than Model O. Yeah. I understand, but I like... I like switching between all of them. I kind of just do what I do. Plus, if I were to just finish these side quests super quickly, the thing is that then there wouldn't be much of a video, then would there? That is one of the few things where it's like, yeah, I could do it. I could break this. I could break this game. Or I could just keep on not. Because realistically, if I wanted to, I could have this game done in like 10 minutes. Because, you know, we're already at the end game. I don't need these chips. I don't need the sub-tanks. But I'm getting them to show off 100% completion because I want this game to keep going. I'm having fun with this one. It's kind of why I haven't made a full decision on whether or not I should finish Symphony next week or if I should just drag it out and go for a ridiculously long time next part just so I can, you know, 100% it. 200% in that game's case. You found an aid kit. Now, if I remember correctly, where the aid kit needs to be delivered to is back on the base. and there's 3 of them, and you have to get all of them in order, right? Now find this aid kit 5 more times. Okay. Can I get them all right? Can I get all 5 of them right away, or do I need to keep going back and forth? That is a question. That's actually something I wish they would have had in this game, is faster teleport systems. Because the teleport systems here, it's fine, but, yeah. Hi, Tree Boy, how's it been? It's been a little bit. Get the kit, repeat. Okay, well then after we do this once, we're gonna do something else. One of the other quests, and then come back to do the aid kit. We'll deliver this one. And then... because each of them each of them is a quest, right? Oh, man. I'm gonna have to turn on the fan here in a second. Okay, I am getting crushed. There's the teleporter under the fountain. Yeah, I know. We were at there earlier. Oh yeah, the Met comes back. Tried to join a stream over the months, but streams are normally over when I see the notification because of your work. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, hey, at least, you know, the streams may be over, but at least they're backed up and saved. You can see what happened. Here's the secret data disc. I don't remember where all the data discs are at, and I'm not gonna go hunting for every single one of them on stream. We are gonna finish the game today, though. That's the good part, is I know ZX well enough to be like, yeah, I can actually finish the game today, and I don't feel like it'll break everything. Fire. Alright. And then back over to Area A. I'm waiting for Spider-Man 2 to release, but time feels like it's taking 10 times as long as it normally does. I'm waiting on Mario Wonder to come out, actually. Spider-Man's cool, but I can play that anytime. Mario Wonder is going to come out, and if I don't play that game right away, yeah, no, I could just imagine, and I could feel the pain in myself. I'm like, yeah, no, Mario Wonder comes out, and I don't play it right away, I'm going to be annoyed with myself for a while. Like, I'm getting a physical copy of that game and everything. Well, please don't leave spoilers in for Spider-Man, because I do know a lot of people are very excited for it, and I don't want them to be mad at me over something that you do, because... Up here... You... Hand it over to the aid kit. Oh yeah. No, you don't have... I'm alright. I'm mad enough at Sonic Superstars and stuff. Like the fact that games are leaking now because of reviewers are getting the game and then outlets are releasing it, but only some of them are releasing it to some people specifically. It drives me up the wall because the game's not out yet, and a lot of places are getting spoiled copies of Sonic Superstars, Mario Wonder, Spider-Man, like all the anticipated games leak early, and it's like, what is going on? Like, why is this even fair? Just release the game at that point, because there's no point if all these retailers are just gonna say screw it. So USC for Sonic Superstars is okay. It's okay. It's good. I've played the game. I have played Superstars. Superstars is a good game with some bad bosses, especially near the end of the game. But the game is super huge. It's got like 3 stories, multiple playable characters, the skins. The battle mode's a little disappointing, but the game's fine. It's an 8 out of 10, in my honest opinion. People that talk to people would be off YouTube. I believe it. I wish. Alright. Fire lava field. So in the lava field we gotta find the screws. Superstars is good, it's just there are some things that I have problems with. Mostly just boss design. The game's good. Like, different gameplay styles are good. Trip's super form needs to be tweaked. I still don't... Her whole playstyle is fine until you get to the super form, and then the super form... She doesn't run on the ground? And it breaks the game in some parts because a lot of the stage design is based around running on the ground and that causing something to happen. So I don't know. I don't know if they fully thought through Trip's gameplay design. There's one of the screws. Trip's adorable. Yeah, Trip is adorable. Although I keep making the joke that she tripped and fell over. And I'm not going to stop making that joke, by the way. The more people tell me to stop making that joke, the more I make that joke. I don't care if it's not funny to everybody. It's funny to me. I am having a great time going, Trip got a medal and then fell over. That is the dumbest joke to me, and somehow still the funniest. I got like 40 hours into it. Yeah, I'd believe it. I don't play Assassin's Creed, so... Anything Assassin's Creed that I see, I tend to just shrug off. Because to me, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like something I'd be interested in playing. Although, I know it's a good game series, I know people love it. I just know it's not for me, and if I critique it, I'd be like, it's a good game, it's not for me, though. Because, like, a lot of it is slower, and I know it's slow. Oh, okay. You know who else tripped and fell over? Trip from Pokemon. Yeah. I know, what's it with all these video game characters and them just falling over? It just doesn't make any sense. Switch over to the Buster on the main weapon. That's screw number 2. There's screw number 3. Oh. I'm sorry, Sylvian. Just don't play Valhalla, it's rubbish. Me and Truman bought Valhalla for somebody. Like, they were like, I want to play Valhalla. I bought the Valhalla for the Xbox. And, yeah, no, we should not have bought Valhalla for them for the Xbox. I'll leave it at that. One of the few things I like to try to keep my audience out of is my drama. Like, anything that happens to me IRL, I try to keep it out of the videos and stuff. Not because I don't think you guys wouldn't be interested, but because I've seen the way what drama does to people. And I'm not much of a drama YouTuber. Found a screw, and that was what, screw number 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got all 5 screws. Which means all we gotta do is now leave and return to sender. You never had an X, I made her up. Oh. What's your source? My source is that I made it the fuck up. Oh, okay, so I wouldn't, yeah. No, the main thing, I did not want to buy Valhalla. I do not own Valhalla. I bought it for somebody. They played the shit out of it. Loved every second. I watched reviews and stuff that said it wasn't the best. I said, well, I'm already not into Assassin's Creed. No matter how good their designs are, I'm not going to enjoy it, so there's no point in me critiquing or even trying to play it, because I know it's not for me. Even if I were to enjoy it, I feel like it'd still be a little bit disingenuous. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. Like, the game's fine, I'm sure, but I know it's full of microtransactions and stuff, and it's not a game. It's not the kind of gamer that I am. I'm not pay to win. You cannot pay me to win. I cannot be bought. Like, essentially, if people want me to look at a game that's full of microtransactions and pay to win achievements and stuff, I won't look at it. I won't touch it. And the main reason I won't touch it is because I'm like, well, I know I won't like it. Like, I've seen pay-to-win games. I've seen stuff like Fortnite and whatnot that have microtransactions littered throughout it, and I just know that that's not for me. I don't support microtransactions and business decisions like that. I will support DLC and people, like, re-releasing titles. Absolutely. But I won't support crazy, weird microtransaction stuff that I'm like, yeah, that's weird. Don't do that. I'm paid to lose my wallet. I love it. That's funny. Funny and silly. It's kind of like the people who, like, I know I ask for donations and stuff, but that's just so I can keep living and doing what I do, because I know that this is what I'm good at. I'm good at playing games, I'm good at learning about games and talking about them and teaching people facts and stuff, but I'm not down for spending all of my money on a game just for the game company to be like, ah, screw you. We restarted it because the multiplayer was bad. Or, oh, we shut down the game, so all your microtransactions don't work anymore. And that's the stuff that I won't touch. Just working on that. Depends on the game you play. I'm just... Ah. You got Wind Boots chip. Alright. The Wind Boots grip the surface to prevent getting pushed around by wind and tornadoes. And that leaves sending a letter. Lady in C2. Like, I know that I'm more into Metroid-style titles. I'm more into, you know, sitting and playing games way too much. Alright. I know I didn't finish the delivering aid quest. I said I'd do the other two and then we'd come back to it. Because that'd be a good time to just sit and talk for a while. So I know that there's a specific lady you need to send to C2. This quest shows up again in ZX Advent. The thing about ZX Advent is that game's a lot bigger. Deliver letter. This subquest is available after draining the fountain in C2. Use HX on top of the fountain to reach the ledge. Deliver the letter to Melody. Right. Yep. Hand it over the letter. there's a bunch of these. So transport back to X1. Luckily, this quest is very quick, unlike the aid quest, which is back and forth 5 times. Luckily, we did one of them, so. Purple hair, 3 pronouns, 2 girls, 1 pup. Okay. You're having some fun with that. If I remember correctly, doesn't the relationship not work for this person? Like, they just do not. Like it works out for a little while, then it doesn't, because he's a hunter. Please never say that again. Yeah, no. I'm just reading out chat. Don't, I'm not even taking it seriously. Like Chara from Undertale. Meh. You can also change her colors, the color of her hair and stuff. You can do a whole bunch of stuff with Ale that you can't with Vent. But you guys chose Vent, so it's A. Okay, Sylveon, you need to put some context behind that. I know what you're talking about. Anybody who's played ZX Advent knows what you're talking about. But I'm actually leaving it up to a vote when we start ZX Advent. So, I might do both stories if people ask. It's just up to you guys. Also, hello, Elray. We are, I'm continuing the side quest in ZX, and then we're going to be finishing up today, once I get all the side quests done. Is there a lore reason why Ash says... no. Because that's what she calls treasure. I'm assuming that's... yeah. She likes money and stuff, and that's what she calls her treasure. She's a treasure hunter. She's not... she's a pirate. Like, that's the whole thing, is that she's a pirate. I believe in Japan she's considered a pirate. You can make it a drinking game, but if you're playing the game in one sitting, you're gonna die by the time you get done with that game. Before you get done with that game, because she'll just never stop saying it. If you play the game as Gray, which has the more intriguing story, in my honest opinion, just because, you know, he has ties to the final boss. They changed the laws over there, Sylveon. And I believe, if I remember correctly, Ash is like 16. Elray retracted a message, and I don't care. I believe she's considered a pirate if you look at the Japanese manual and do a direct translation. It's that she is a pirate / bounty hunter, and that's how she makes her money. You don't own a manual. I don't own a manual either, because that game is very expensive, and to be quite honest, getting a full 100% complete physical copy of that game is dang near impossible for most DS games, because a lot of owners of DS games threw away the boxes, which drives me up the wall. But 13 is not considered an adult in Japan, and I'm actually going to remove that, because that is just... I could get in trouble for that. There's no reason. Great. Another letter. Once it says 350 energy crystals, I don't have to keep doing this. But how are you doing, El Rey? You're still there. Eagle and football and a water gun? I don't even know what you're trying to say, and just because the emoji, I have no idea what in the world. It's a stereotype joke? Oh. Oh boy. I would say, oh yeah, the stream's doing great today, but it's actually not going as great as I'd planned. Not because of anything in particularly, just I think people are more excited for Mario Wonder and for Sonic Superstars than they are MegaMan. So, I'm going where though? I'm at 13 views, and usually I get about 50 or so when I finish streams. Earlier on in the month, we were doing fine, and now near the end of it, we're slowly trailing behind. This is why I removed the whole one stream a week thing, but I figured, oh, for this month we'll do it like that because it'd be, you know, easy peasy, but but who can stream go nowhere if we stay in what? What? Okay. Okay, you're going somewhere. Yeah, no, like yesterday's, no, 2 days ago stream, they took away nearly all but 2 likes from the video. Okay, I am freaking lost. It just gets harder to stream and stuff. I'm trying to keep up with content. Alright, this next letter should be the last letter that we have to do. And then it's off to get more med packs, because, of course, med packs. Because this game likes fetch quests for its side quests. One final letter. What? That has no part of the lore, Sylveon. No. I do not like the fact that this freaking heart is here. I like having the reactions, because when people use them, it's great. But I can't get to stuff. That's not part of the lore. I get you're trying to make a joke, but your joke's not funny. Title says MegaMan. Oh, yeah, because MegaMan's the title. It's the character. It's like a superhero name. Okay, well, let's see here. Mission report. Quest complete. Mission complete. We transfer back up to Guardian HQ. You're telling me. Alright, this is Med Pack number 2. Alright, so all we have to do now is... break open more of the boxes to get an energy pack. Which, if I remember correctly, it's back in the same spot that it was for the previous one. And then after we finish this side quest up, it's on to the final mission. The one that'll actually finish the game for us. Which is Stop the Dig. Oh, there's that one. We went most of the way back, but now we basically have to just head back this way. So there's a transporter back this way. the one thing I will never understand is like trends and stuff. People want me to play stuff like Minecraft and Roblox, and I don't care for either of those games. But like I know it's something that I get requested for all the time. After a stream, like some kid will message me, and I'll just be like, "Oh, when are you doing Roblox? When are you doing Minecraft?" My only thought is like, never. We already did Minecraft. We did the one thing I want to do in Minecraft. Roblox. Well, I'm doing the Sonic DLC, and that's it. Ain't touching the game past that. Like, I legitimately don't even have any videos planned for Minecraft or anything. Up and around we go. Everyone does Minecraft and Roblox. That market's already crowded. Exactly! Nobody is playing MegaMan CX. The amount of playthroughs on this game is surprisingly low. Everybody's going to be touching Wonder and Superstars. As far as people who watch me. So if I do Superstars or Wonder right away, I just won't get any views. Hand it over the energy pack. So that's number 2. I just wish I could get more people to watch my stuff, because we're sitting right now at 14 views, and I don't know how to increase the number. I don't know how to keep it going up. Because, yeah, like, I will play the games that I enjoy, but I don't want to play the stuff that everybody just wants me to. I just want to play the stuff that I like. Or games played 10 plus years ago. Exactly. Because we have time to try it, play it. And I'm never going to be able to be the first person to play the game for YouTube, right? Like, there's just no way. And even if I am the first person, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be the person watched. Would I love to be the person recommended? Absolutely. But I don't feel like MegaMan content, I'd love to just do MegaMan games. Like, all I do is sit and play MegaMan style games. The rest of the time, I'd be as happy as a clam. The problem is I can't do that. I just realized I went back to the town. But I can't do that because YouTube doesn't promote MegaMan content on their platform. MegaMan doesn't do well in terms of the algorithm. So then why do I play it? Because I want more people to see it, right? If I flooded the YouTube algorithm with MegaMan content, then maybe somebody is going to watch my videos. And I will be happy as heck if my playthroughs of these games get people to try it. But I also know the likelihood of that is not very high. So I'm doing 100% of Vent's playthrough here, right? But I also know that this playthrough is not going to be like Ale's playthrough, because Ale has different side quests. This isn't 100% to Ale, because she has some of her own side quests and stuff, some of her own differences between the abilities and whatnot. So there is incentive, technically, for me to go back and play through as Ale. And I don't really want to. I don't have any incentive to, because if I play it, the game title is just going to be MegaMan ZX Part 4. Now with more ale. Now with some ginger ale. And that would be my joke. That would be my one fucking joke. But most of the gameplay would be the same. So I don't think it's worth it for me to just go back and do another playthrough. Even though I think that'd be really fun. Like, I feel like I'd be more encouraged to do Ash and Gray's playthroughs of ZX Advent. Because at least their buster shots are different, their specials are different, their charges are different. And some of the abilities they get are more different. The sprites they use are a lot different, their stories go through different beats. And yet I still don't feel like it'd be worth it to play it for YouTube, because if I did both for YouTube, I'd just be extending and playing a game twice, when most people wouldn't even see the point. Right? It's easier for me to just let you guys pick which one you want to see, and then go from there. So heck if I know. YouTube is a fickle beast. And a part of what I think it is that I think YouTube's also not recommending my content because I have an ad blocker. And their whole thing has been shitifying their website with ad blockers. So I think after today, I'm actually going to unpause the ad blocker on the website and buy YouTube Premium, because I straight up am probably going to have to. Because that could be another part of it. And the reason I have an ad blocker, by the way, is because I hate ads. I hate being advertised to. I do not like advertisements in my face. And now every time I watch a video or click on something on the website, it's just like, oh yeah, what? We're gonna make you wait the same amount of time that it would be for an ad, but you're using an ad blocker. Or the video won't load at all. And it sucks, because that's like the only... I know that's something that like a lot of people use ad blockers and stuff. I bit the bullet and bought YouTube Premium yesterday. It sucks when website has to force you to buy a subscription. Yeah, it does. Because Truman has YouTube Premium, right? But he got it so he could use YouTube Music. No other reason. It's so we can play music in the car when we do road trips or when we go out. And we don't have to listen to advertising in our ears constantly. And I do switch on the radio every now and again, and I play it to, like, classic rock stations and stuff, but I do think that sometimes, perhaps, the website getting worse, like the internet getting worse and having more subscription fees and stuff, is just a product of the major line, like, it's just a product of people wanting money for nothing, right? They've offered a free service for years, they've kind of quartered the market on video hosting websites. Like, you can't do, like, don't tell me to go to Vimeo, because, like, they're not even a thing anymore. There's just a lot that's like, I don't want to switch websites. And I don't want to. I'm not going to. I finally caught your scream again. Yeah, thanks, Empathetic. I hope you've been enjoying the streams after I finish them, because it's one of the big hurdles is getting, because like streams don't get recommended like normal videos. They do when you're live, and then they don't after you finish, which sucks. But yeah, I'm probably gonna subscribe to YouTube Premium, turn off my ad blockers on YouTube, and call it a day. But I swear to God, I think the internet's just getting worse when I look away. Like, let's be real here. Twitter is going to be charging people $1 to like and retweet and make posts. And I'm like... And other than that, you will only see text-only content if you don't do it. And I'm like, wow, that's terrible. I think it's absolutely awful. Okay, mission report, quest complete. 150. That's in the Philippines. Yeah, they're starting it in the Philippines and New Zealand because most people use VPNs. Alright, I think this is the last medkit we need, right? This is quest number 3. We did 2 for Melody, 3 for... Or 2 from the one outside, and 3 for the one inside. Isn't that place known for bot farms? It can be, but it's also a place that people use VPNs for. So, heck if I know. I understand wanting to get rid of bots, but all the bots seem to be taking after Mr. Musk's content, and I don't care for it. Which is why I'm moving over, which is why I have a Blue Sky account. And I actually have one more code to give away. I have another code. So if somebody wants a Blue Sky and wants to pester me after the stream, I'll give them a code. I'm gonna keep giving out my codes to viewers. Because no, there's no freaking reason. Like, the website's still in beta. Absolutely. Is it like Twitter? There's no algorithm, so no. It's not the same, but it's better. Because the people you follow people who follow you actually get to see your content and see your posts, and you're not buried under an algorithm. Actually, believe it or not, because I have Blue Sky information on my Twitter, people don't see the tweets and stuff that I put out. People don't see when I say, hey, I'm live on Twitter. They do on Blue Sky, but very few people are on Blue Sky. So I don't have very many followers. So less people see my content. So yeah, go. If you guys want if somebody in my chat wants a Blue Sky code, I will give them a Blue Sky code. And 8 hits. Was working when it was free, ruined so bad that advertisers were driven away and expects us to pay to get it fixed. Yeah. Well, it's all just... The thing is that, once again, it's another sign that Elon Musk didn't invent anything, right? He didn't make a website, he didn't make the Tesla cars, he didn't make SpaceX, he's not a programmer, he's not good at programming, he's not an art creator, he's not helping the creative community, he didn't create a website like Newgrounds for people to do. He bought it and expected it to print money. And then it didn't, and he cried. And he's crying and crying and throwing baby man fit because he's a baby. I'm sorry, I don't care. He's a baby man. And he should grow up. Elon Musk is a terrible person. And that's just how it is. And it's bad that I can say it, and I can say it with a smile on my face, knowing full well I'm right. It's something I noticed when I realized that a lot of people who like his content aren't very good people either. Do I think he's done some good in the world? Sure. For billionaires. But not for the normal people. He made a car that actively goes out and hunts people down. And, like, he made a truck that doesn't work like a truck. Like, there's not an ounce of that man that he's done anything, like, worthwhile for the people. Now, I make entertainment content, and I make artwork. It's not always the best thing, but it's something. And it's more than I can say for Mr. Musk. Alright. Twitter was never profitable. No. But it was nice to keep it up. It wasn't profitable after he fired those people, because the people that he fired were running the website. He ruined their work culture they had, he hurt all the programmers there. There's not a single ounce. Like, he fired everybody. Like, the company, Twitter is not Twitter anymore. The enshittification of Twitter has happened. And it's terrible that I can say. Because the thing was Twitter was actually kind of cool. Right? Like, you could post stuff. Creative people kinda saw your artwork sometimes. People never saw my shit when I posted. I have 2 Twitter accounts, believe it or not, and my only frustration is that, like, my friends link my not safe for work Twitter instead of the YouTube Twitter when they collab with me, which drives me up the wall. But whatever. To each their own. Right? I've got a blue sky code if somebody wants it. I've got a Discord in the description. I've got a Telegram art dump area where you can leave comments. You can ask for the code there if you really want. Leave a comment for a piece. I may not post to Blue Sky as much as Twitter, but that's just because I know not everybody's moved over. I'll be removing the Twitter link in my profile by the end of the year, so the only way to go... So basically, at the end of the video, it'll give you a link for the Blue Sky. Thought about going and making a Mastodon as well, but I think they'd just be redundant. Hello, Foxo. Most people never really got anything done. Some people got stuff done. I gotta get into Mastodon too. I don't know. I don't even really know if I want to do social media. But I know I can't do YouTube without a social media because people don't see your videos on YouTube when you upload them all the time. Alright, and this should be the final item that we needed to collect. Sub-tank. And that leaves one more sub-tank and one heart tank left to get. Let me double check and make sure that we got all of this taken care of. Nothing there. Okay, so there is one more aid kit. Special presents. I don't know. Well, that was weird. Somebody sent me a message, and then I go and check, and nobody sent me a message. Shrug. Find aid. One, two. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a sub-tank. We'll do this last one, and then onward to heart tanks, and then onward to the next one. How bizarre, yeah. Weird that it'll let you keep doing this. I think it's just a way for you to grind for energy crystals. Which is silly, because at this point in the game I don't need the energy crystals. There's no reason to get them other than minigames. Yeah, I don't know. I exist. I think that's the one statement that I make, that everybody's like, okay, is that a good thing or a bad thing that you exist? I don't know. I exist. Oh, man. An aid kit. Alright, well, Mario Wonder is gonna drop tomorrow. Technically tonight at 12 o'clock. I have plans to stream that next month. Not a moment sooner. I do plan on playing it tomorrow, though, so... I did promise you guys Jackbox, although I don't know when. I need to discuss what exactly we're playing and when. Man, I'm kind of hungry. But yeah, no, my main plan is try to stick to the schedule for the rest of the month. Get those videos out. Get a video out. Probably gonna postpone Castlevania 64. I tried my best. Turn off the ad blocker, subscribe to YouTube Premium, call it a day. Because I think that's part of the reason my content isn't going out as far as it is. Another part of it is probably just the fact that I'm doing so much content. Honestly, I don't know if that's even part of it, but A, it's happened to me in the past where it's like, I put out so much content one month where it's just like, oh, nobody can keep up, and everybody's... I'm burnt out by the end of the month, and then everybody else is like, what is going on? So, heck if I know. I have decided one thing. So, usually around November, something bad happens, right? Usually something bad happens. Last year, it wasn't anything too big, but it was just like, we were struggling with money throughout the whole month. Year before that, I think it was having to move. It was trying to find a place. And the year prior, it was... I don't remember. It was my mom for some reason. I think because that was like, what, 2019? That was still having to move. It was beforehand, but none of the terrible stuff happened until after we finally moved. Essentially, November happens a lot. Thanksgiving happens, and something bad happens. Like, another thing that happened last year was with Thanksgiving was I went over to my parents, I went over to my mom's for Thanksgiving. Specifically my grandfather. And it didn't go well. Like, my family very clearly did not want me there. Nobody engaged with me or even tried to talk. I tried to talk to them. They all kind of wanted to just get away from me as fast as possible. So I was like, you know what? If I wasn't even welcome, like, I wasn't even invited. My mom invited me. And she wasn't there on time, and it just wasn't good. So I was like, I'm not going back to my mom's for Thanksgiving this year. If we're doing Thanksgiving, it's going to be at the house. So I'm like, screw it. Let's skip Thanksgiving. I'm going to be one of those Christmas people. We're just going to start Christmas early. Heck it. Truman is all in agreement because, heck it. every November, something terrible happens. You'd rather pay $14 for YouTube than $1 for... Yeah, at least the YouTube stuff, at least you know it goes to a creator. Right? Oh boy, I am still live. I love that. People message me, right? While I'm streaming. I'm like, hey, I'll talk after the stream. I give them a link. And like, almost an hour and a half later, they'll say hi, thinking it's over. It's like, nah, it's still going. I'm a full Halloween guy. Yeah, but Halloween's almost here. After Halloween finishes, we're just starting to start decorating for Christmas. Alright, we already got the one in K. already got that one. Area L. Nurses. Area A, get into the alcove of the wall, just outside the transfer room, on the transfer. Area E4. I thought I already got that. E4. A2, alcove. I could have sworn I got the one in Area K, but... But perhaps I didn't. Halloween on Christmas. No, I'm gonna have... No, what I'm going to do is, after doing Octobervania and after Halloween's over, I'm just going to switch into Christmas mode and say screw it. Hello, Rock and Metal Ultima. Man, I beat ZX so many times. Good. The map is ass, but otherwise it's a great game. It's a great game. I love this title. What I'm doing right now is doing 100%. We just finished all the side quests in the game. Now all we gotta do is get one last sub-tank and another heart tank. And then onward and upward to the final boss. We're finishing it up today. I love MegaMan. Have you played 30XX yet? No, I haven't. I have 20XX. I enjoyed it. I don't have 30XX though because I've been a little busy with Sonic Superstars, prepping for Mario Wonder, Octobervania, because I play Metroidvanias in October, and it takes some time for me to get around to stuff. But I love the Mega Man series. I've played a majority of these games. Well, beaten a majority of the games. Alright, I'm gonna check here. Find a room containing a computer where you can sit in the lava. As you proceed to the left, you'll see a red door. The sub-tank is behind that door. We can't open it. See? Okay, hang on. What?
you manage to get through those walls faster without run water, immediately switch to normal PX, pay attention to the bottom screen. There's a still lava to outrun. There's also a door hidden behind the foreground.
Okay. So I think I know what where I have to go. What I have to do. So up here, HX. We're gonna fill up on health. So our main goal here is just get to the end here, look for a spot in the foreground where there's a door. Right there. The area K1 door has been unlocked. This starts the lava flow, because I'm all the way over here. Alright. So yeah, this is a 100% run of ZX. It wouldn't happen any other way, really. So, honestly, you haven't 100% this game until you get Omega and you complete base Model X permanently. Yeah, we're not going that far, but we are gonna fight Omega. We're gonna fight Omega, we're gonna fight all of the Game Boy Advance bosses, because this is the ZX collection. And we are going to... And I'm also going to be... I did all the side quests for Vent. And I'm gonna get all the heart tanks and sub-tanks. I'm not doing a second run as Ale. Well, yeah, Model X is cool. Yeah, he's super powerful. I just don't... I don't feel like it. I've only got so much time this month to play these games, and that's how it goes. I love ZX. I love ZX Advent, but I've actually, if you're just joining us, Rock and Metal, but I've actually already... I've played through the entirety of the X series, the entirety of the Classic series, all side games. I made 2 videos called The Ultimate Guide to MegaMan, which isn't so much a guide as it is a full compendium of everything Mega Man related. Part 3 is coming later this year. I promise to have that video out by the end of the month. By the end of the year, not the month. Got a Castlevania video this month. I'm a huge Mega Man fan, a huge nerd for this series. They've helped out the community a lot, and I want more people to be able to play these games and say they understand the lore and stuff behind these titles. Because development and stuff behind these games are cool, but I do think more people need to give these games a shot. Not even just ZX in general, just the entire Mega Man series. Because a lot of people write it off as just a bunch of NES games, when really, the series has been ever-evolving since the NES, and it's only gotten better from there. Like, 11 is one of my favorite titles. X Dive Offline is really, really good. There's just a lot I could say. This is good about the series. Remember the Ultimate Guides? Yeah. Well, that's fine. I've been trying to promote them as best I can. It's tough. It's tough to get stuff done. To be honest, it's hard to get everything done and out of the way. And this month for me is always super busy, because I'm like, well, what's a good way to kick off October? Playing a bunch of Metroidvanias, and then
it's always a good way to start the month, and then by the time I'm done with the month, I'm burnt out and tired. So. Alright, and that leaves one thing to go. The final heart tank. Or, well, life tanks, as they're called here. I've always called them heart tanks, so. Got that one. Alright, I think we need to go to Area I. I think. It's either Area I or Area J. Yeah, I haven't... it's hard to keep track of everybody who pops in chat. So I'm sorry I didn't immediately remember you, Rocket Metal. I know it's kind of a jerk move, but it legitimately is very difficult to keep track of 700 and so people who watch my content. Heck, it's hard to keep track of the few people who stick around me IRL. Granted, that's a very small number, so... shrug. Shrug, shrug. Shruggity, shrug, shrug. Sounds like something you'd hear in a classic Sonic game. I heard a bunch of really clever music riffs in Sonic Superstars. They sounded like they could have come from a MegaMan game. Actually, T-Love's made, like, an announcement thing, calling out Capcom, saying, oh, yeah, I'll work on the next MegaMan game. I'll do the soundtrack for the next MegaMan game. Hire me. And it was really funny. Alright. Life up Area I. Area I-5 is where we want to go. Oh, well, we get another chance to level 4 this boss too. Voice songs like Sonic? They do. They do. Mega Man does have vocal tracks like Sonic. Most of them are in Japanese. Mega Man 11 had one that was on the official soundtrack CDs. X-Dive has one for the opening for the offline version. Mega Man X8, X7, X5, X4, X3 for the PlayStation version of that one. All have vocal tracks. Sonic and Mega Man have a lot of music in common. That's something that every time it gets brought up, I'm like, yeah, there are vocal tracks. There's all 3 Star Force games have a vocal track. Tag? I'm guessing it's Guten Tag. Welcome, Noct. How you doing? Who's the crush 40 of MegaMan? It's some Japanese vocalist. Heck if I know. They don't really have an American vocalist, because while Mega Man would probably do really well in the States, there's just... Now it's a party. It can be a party. Everything's a party if you got the right attitude for it. Alright, so we want to be able to get in that door up there. The only way to do that is to go back around. Damage, switch to H, land on the wall. Enter in here. Tomba, those are Metroidvania games that almost no one talks about. Yeah, they're actually doing a re-release of Tomba. I'm actually very excited for that. I've never played Tomba before, but I have wanted to. It's been on my list. Seems like a game I would actually really, really enjoy. I love this room. I don't know, something about all the spikes and gliding and the figure 8 pattern there. So silly, so stupid, but I really like that. Mini boss time. Down it goes. Welcome back, Demon Dog. I'm so very excited for it. Some of my favorite all-time faves. Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited for the Gex re-release that they announced during that stream. So we didn't actually come to this area beforehand. In fact, there's been a couple areas now that I've actually skipped. Like, this is entirely optional. You do not have to come to this area. So there's the heart tank. Hold up, get the platform up a little higher. Hold up again to get it even higher than that. Dash up here, gift tank. Land remotes always look cool. Yeah. I mean, well, they can look cool. I could think of a few different ways that it doesn't have to look cool. So I'm curious. think this will break it. Yep. Alright, dash jump off the wall. Oh, nope. Oh, we're getting closer. We've probably already been in that room, but just because I want to be extra sure. Aha! I did the thing. Oh yeah, we've already been here. Do some stuff, grab some gnomes. Well, you have fun getting some food. I need to get some food here soon. We're about to start the final major quest of the game, unless there's something else that I missed. We went all throughout there. We didn't go to E8. So... And we didn't go through M, but that's like the final area of the game. There's just a few areas here we did not stumble across. And D3 going over there. We also didn't go there. Just a few areas we haven't been to. You forgot to eat dinner? Oh, go eat dinner. I haven't had anything yet, so I'm probably going to in a bit. Yesterday I had Chipotle. It was probably a bad idea, but it was something. It was something to eat. Transport back to Area X. Later, Elray. Remember to leave a like, please. I might be done by the time you come back. There we go. We got two level 4 kills right there, right in the back. So I hope you tackle Ape Escape games one day. Yeah, the first game's I played the first game. I've been playing through it on PS5. I got a little distracted because I've been busy doing other stuff, but doing streams and making videos, but so we're missing quite a bit of the data discs. But honestly, we're not doing too bad. We have all the others. We're missing 8 of the enemy Bs, 4 of the enemy As, and 8 of the bosses. It's actually really, really good, especially for me. I wasn't planning on getting all of the data discs. I was just going to do that later, but for now, I think we're good. I think we're ready to actually start, so time to save the game. About 7 hours in. We're gonna go transport to Area A in the forest. And stop the dig. Head to Area M and stop the dig. Area M is back this way. So yeah, the starting area is also the final area in this game. And honestly, I'm better decked out than my first playthrough of this game. And that was on the DS. That was years ago. Man, it's hard to imagine. I still have nightmares about school, believe it or not. That is one of those scary things when you become an adult. Something about school. I had this weird nightmare that my fursuit head, like, melted. I woke up terrified and in tears. It was not good. Not a pleasant nightmare to have, you know. Luckily the suit's okay. But it was scary. My fears are remaking things I've already done. Like, that's a little weird, I know, but it's rational for some things. Alright, 850. Area M1. We have all the codes. All W is close. I love this look here. All of the biometals circling vent. It's just a good look. The only password they don't have is the Model W, but Model W's already had his code. This is the Model W. Or, well, part of it. I'll be trying to explore this area pretty thoroughly. Oh, look, one of the mini-bosses. Believe it or not, the Buster for Model X is one of the most powerful weapons in the entire game. And it's one of the few things in this game that I've never unlocked. I've even unlocked Model Omega. This door. I have not practiced this, by the way, so. But you never unlocked Model X? Nope, never. I have, in all of my years playing this game, I have never unlocked Model X. Because I just don't ever feel it's really worth it. I never think about it because it's never required. By the time I get done with the game, it's just I'm just kind of done. I played it both bent and ale, but I've never 100%ed both stories, so I've never really required to do a third playthrough. Maybe I will one day. Like, there's not an achievement tied to it in the ZX collection, so it's always one of those things where it's like, it kind of escapes me. I'm a schmuck who likes achievements, so... It's always been the one thing where it's like, well... That looks kind of important. Heck it, let's try it. But yeah, just like how I've never unlocked model lowercase a in ZX Advent. But that one's a lot harder to do. Believe it or not. I've actually attempted that one. That one seemed a little bit more worth it, just because it has a whole different playstyle. Nothing else up there. I do think it's interesting that Model X says infinite light. Infinite luminous, which means infinite light. Bacon Edits, welcome. For the 10th time or something. Well, have fun with that. Good to have you. What's model lowercase a like? It is based on the original MegaMan sprite. You have a slide, you have a jump, and you have standard buster shots. It's not better than anything, but it's definitely worth an attempt. If you played the Dr. Weil, or no, Professor Weil, not Professor, why am I doing this? Weil, the mini-game thing you can unlock for just beating the game. That is, you just get that in the main game. That's what model lowercase a is. I know, it's silly. Like, why would you want that? It's not better than anything. It's just because it looks cute. It's cool. I wish it changed all the music to the 8-bit sound font. That would have been cute, but... well... I think you should go back to the early Mega Man stuff and give it another go, because, like, Mega Man 6 is amazing, and 7 is great. It's got a lot to it. And now we have Serpent. The true form of the Model W. And now we have to stop Pandora. Luckily, the music here is great. This is a song called Trap Phantasm. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da-da-da. Luckily, it's not too hard to stop him. So there we go. That was the first ending stage. We're not done here. Far from it. We're gonna make our way to Area N. So, what's an Area N, you might ask? More data discs, data cards, yeah, because that's totally a thing. But in here, this is... In order to open the door, you must go to Link mode in the launcher and turn on 03 Link. I had the 04 Link active at the moment. We're going to do the 03 Link after we beat all of the 04 bosses. So, they bring over their data, and all you have to do is stop them. You may notice they have an O underneath them. And this is a secret you get for just having 0, 3, and 0, 4. Putting them in the Game Boy Advance slot of the DS, and then booting the game. Honestly, this won't be too bad. I actually really love this secret. I was so annoyed that I couldn't fight the 04 bosses. I was like, what are they like? Growing up. And then, you know, the Zero Collection came out and I understood what they were like, but... Eventually, I got the Zero ZX Collection, and I was able to fight them properly. They're not that hard of fights, especially if you've maxed out like I have. Those are just spam rewinds. Honestly, if you've not seen the streams where we played through them, the games aren't that hard. You don't need to spam rewinds. The games are all about learning how to get good. And I'm not doubting anybody's skill here. I do like having the rewinds and stuff, but, you know. Classic Mega Man is good. There's a lot of good there. goes that. That is all 4 of the 0-4 bosses brought over to this game, taken care of. We're going to go ahead and save, go back out to the launcher, link up with 03, and give those bosses a go. Background music. I remember here. ZZ cards, manual filter. Why can I not remember where it's at here? Oh, link phone. Welcome, Zeke. What did you miss? We finished up all the side quests. And are now doing the 03 Link bosses. Here in Area N. Serpent got the Model W, so we failed on that front. But we also got all the heart tanks and the sub tanks. And now we're beating the 03 bosses. And of course we're beating it Model ZX, because we're crazy like that. Yeah, the Zero ZX collection is really, really high quality. If you haven't picked up the Zero ZX collection, I recommend it. Because it's much better than the Zero collection on the DS. It has all the 03 cards as unlockables. It's got achievements. All the games run at a nice crisp resolution. The DS games run fine. 01 loads faster, just like in the DS version, without the other games having the weird loading time issues that Zero Collection introduced. It's the preferred method for speedrunners. It's easier to capture footage for it. The artworks and extra musics are good. You can even play some of the extra musics in the game themselves, like I've chosen to do. I just think the Zero ZX collection, Legacy Collection is one of those collections that's really high quality for a good reason. Just like the Battle Network Collection. The Battle Network Collection's on one disc, by the way. Like, you put that disc in, you get both games to launch out, which is nice. Alright. Not quite as fast as how we did it in 03, 2? He was in both games, right? I think it was 03 that we beat him really fast in. But I think that's good. We just beat all 8 of those bosses. Onward and upward. Though I don't believe we can actually fight Omega until after Yeah, the Battle Network collection is really nice. I need to get the Switch version. So I believe you can't fight Omega until after. You've beaten the game completely? Ah, yes. Here is a reference. This right here is the block pattern to Heatman stage. Honestly, I need to go back to the Battle Network collection and beat Battle Network 3. It's the only Battle Network game I haven't beat, is Battle Network 3. So then, here's Omega. We tackled everything else except for Serpent. It's time to fight Omega. And yes, he will absolutely wreck you your first time around. So don't be fooled. This is not a fight you're just gonna breeze through. But he's not too bad. If you know what you're doing. Just don't attack him when he does that slam into the ground. So I don't have Model O yet. However, now that we've beaten all of the things from the past, except for Model W, our main goal should be getting back to the left. Over to the right. So this is where we're gonna get Model O, I believe, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I said I'd fight Omega. Take mission, Area O. Now, if I remember correctly, Area O is over here. So we want to go D2, right? Instead of going D3, we want to go this way. Right? Right? Yay, nay? Am I wrong? need to see a map, because I am helplessly lost, as usual. D3... And yeah, that goes off to Area O. And just to double check here, we haven't gone to D4 or D5 yet. We get there from D2. We're in D2, so... I'm gonna do some hunting real quick. You don't really have to go to D4 or D5 in the game. As I've shown, they've just kind of included some extra areas. Went to everywhere up there, everywhere over here. It's just from D2, we haven't been to D4, D5, or O1 and O2. If anybody wants to help me out here and remind me where exactly the other area Ds are located at, like how to get to them, and the Area O air spot, that'd be very, very helpful. Because I don't exactly remember where those are. Takes me back over to D1. Yeah, so that's like the Slither Inc. building, right? Or am I missing something? Hooray for confusion! Down each of these. What am I missing here? I know the Slither Inc. building opens eventually. Assuming that's that, and then Area O is linked from D3. Essentially, we gotta go way high up. Which isn't much of a problem now that there's a ladder. So, Slither Inc. is carpet bombing the world. So, yeah, these are words I should not be saying on YouTube, I'm sure. Especially in light of recent events. But Mega Man's a dark series. I'm gonna be honest. This part of Mega Man's timeline is very, very dark. Like, to the point where it's incredibly bleak. So, like, this visual back here is very, very disturbing. I'm sure. Absolutely. So, if you're sensitive, I recommend looking away. I totally understand if this is way too real for some of my viewers. But ZX really does talk about the discussion of what it means to be human. And at the end of the day, are the CEOs and the corporations really helping us? That is a discussion, a topic that this game brings up and brings to light with its storytelling. And its storytelling is all mostly done outside of the dialogue. We see Mavericks breaking through the residential people's buildings. We see that the Slither Inc. building is basically the only place that's really safe. They're one tiny town. And we're sent here not to really stop them, but just to help and see if anybody's alive. It is, and luckily it's not as bleak as, say, the Zero games. Still, there is an air of hopefulness in the ZX games, which is why I actually prefer them over the main series. Like, there's a whole bunch of good stuff going on in the world right now, and a lot of it is despite billionaires and stuff. I may have mentioned Elon Musk earlier, but really, at the end of the day, he's one of the villains that we have to deal with here in the real world. It's not something that we should shy away from or stop talking about, because they don't want us to talk about it. The billionaires and stuff, they don't want us to talk about it. They want us to be distracted in infighting amongst ourselves, because they make more money now. They make their money by hurting. And that's not an exaggeration. That is legitimately what happens. Like, I woke up to some good news. Like, did you know the IRS is gonna have free tax filing software for the US? Finally. People won't have to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get their taxes done each year. I know people that do that. I do all my own filing. I've been doing it for free for years. But that's something that I woke up to. It's good news. Unionizing helps stop billionaires from screwing over the working class people. People like me, people like you. Unions help everybody. So, guess what, Chad? I am playing the Mega Man game, and I am telling you guys, please, don't lose hope, don't start fighting with other people. Only fight the rich, because it's the only class of people that really deserve to be fought with. Because they want this. They want the world to be on fire, and they're the only ones on top. because it's better for their freaking pocketbooks. No. No. I'm not going to... No. Listen. There are union dues and union fees. But almost every time I have ever been working for a company that has a union, generally people are better off. When more places unionize, yeah, there's union dues, but guess what? There are also people getting paid fairly. And that's important. That's the important role there. Is that it gives people power. It gives people some amount of pushback against corporations. I've worked for places like Amazon before. It's hell to work with. I've worked for Chipotle. That was stupid, dumb of me. I've worked for places that do union busting tactics, and I hate them. I hated working for them because I couldn't fight for a fair wage at those jobs. I'd ask for a raise, they'd shoot me down until they laugh in my fucking face. I'd work harder for them, and they'd push back and fight. They'd retaliate. Unions help make things fair. The downsides for them are way less than if not. Look at the writer's strike. The writer's strike. They went on strike. They unionized. They've been unionized. They went on strike. They fought back against people, and they got a fair deal. They didn't get everything they wanted. Hell no. But they got more than what they would have if they weren't union. So don't discourage people from making unions and stuff when it helps. There's no, like, this game, the main boss of this game is a tech CEO who is doing nothing, says he's saving people, and then does stuff like that where he's entirely destroying homes. They're destroying places to live. Look at companies like Nestle. They destroy places that have water because it helps their bottom line to drain places of their water, fire people who want to start a union, pay the people who are working for them nothing on the dollar. No. Don't start going, there's two sides to this, because there's really only one matter, and that is put power in the people. Because if you say there's downsides to unionizing, sure, the union dues, but your pay raise will never go down. Your pay won't go down if you start a union. I still make more on the dollar. I made more on the dollar working a union job than I did working Subway. Believe it or not. And Subway was non-union. So that says everything you need to say. And they both had nearly the same amount of money going into them, right? Yeah, I made more at Chipotle, but that was years later down the line. Subway and Kroger's were right next to each other. Kroger's is union. My mom still works at Kroger's because it's union. They get benefits, and if they weren't union, they wouldn't get those benefits. I was promised raise after raise after raise at Subway. I opted to try to unionize that place, and they told me, we're gonna fire you if you do. So I can quit. You know, the argument that your pay will go down because you join a union. Yeah, it can happen. But you know what else could also happen? Jeff Bezos could blow me for ordering a Starbucks coffee. That's never gonna happen. But it could. Like it's not something that's going to happen. Like, it's silly to think that way. And that is my take on unions. That is my take on corporations and CEOs.
And these are discussions I knew I was going to have going into playing this game. Silly, dumb, absolutely. Here I am playing a Mega Man game and talking about why it's important to even just try to work for a better workplace. Damn, it is weird talking like that. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, because my feelings and opinions on politics are not always universally shared. Here's another track that's really, really good, music-wise. This track is something I think is just phenomenal in this game. If you can't hear the music, please go look up this track. The final tracks of this game are so good. And it's boss 3 fight time. There's the Cyber Elves being used to power more devices like the Model W. More terrible, terrible practices. Unions don't turn on their own people, because unions are made up of the people working at a business. I'm not gonna take that lightly. Honestly, if you want to learn about unions and stuff, there's a YouTube channel called More Perfect Union. And it'll tell you, they legitimately tell you the upsides, the downsides to unionizing, what mega corporations are doing to hurt the common people. And I mean, just regular people. They've been doing reporting so much that it helps me out so often to see their content, because it's like, it's positive. I'm out, man. We're just discussing unions because this game's final boss is a mega CEO of a corporation that claims to help people and is not. Yeah, Tenacious, there absolutely are good people doing things that help out other people. But at the end of the day, CEOs are the real villains. They don't do things to help them. The CEO of Comcast told the writers on strike, while they were striking, they said, we're not going to pay them fairly. We're just going to wait till they lose their homes, and then they have to work for us. That was something that was said while the writers were on strike to their face. Like, CEOs are not your friends. Corporations, not your friends. The people that work there can absolutely be your friends. But we need the union. God, that's a topic. It is a topic. And it's a topic that's important to this game in particular because, like I said, the final boss is a giant tech CEO who isn't helping the people, but actually harming them, and then claiming that he's helping them. So, Mega Man ZX, it gets more topical every year. I cannot. The amount of stuff in this game where I'm like, wow, that's topical for 2006 and for now. That's frightening. Like, yeah. So, sorry the heavier topics, but that is what's going on with this game.
just look at hackers. I think you're missing the point of hackers and stuff. Cheating does get you far. The problem is the CEOs don't just cheat. It's nepotism. A lot of the people in power and who have money were born into wealth. Elon Musk didn't do anything for his wealth. His father owned a stake in a diamond mine where they treated people terribly, paid them pennies on the dollar, and called it a day. There's in multiplayer games, yeah, it gets you far, but how far till the thing runs dry? That's the other thing. Like, I'm a big supporter of funding the IRS. I think we should fund the IRS because the IRS is one of those one of the things in government that is actually there to help stop CEOs and stuff. They've been defunding the IRS for years. The IRS just came into a bunch of money because of the litigation against Donald Trump, and with that, they've allowed them to. It's allowed them to create a free filing service for their taxes. That's not run by something like H&R Block or like any of the tax credit people. Which is great. It's a good thing for the people who need it. It's a good thing for everybody, right? And that's important. It shouldn't be what's good for money-making purposes. It should be good for everybody. The whole reason the IRS had to go after small fries, people who do minor tax errors, because they haven't had the funding to do anything to get the big guys. They haven't been able to do that since Al Capone. And that's not a lie, because after they stopped, after they got Al Capone, they started getting defunded. And that's some history for you. I mentioned before on this channel that the one thing I'm in support of that AI can do is finding tax fraud and stuff. Absolutely, because the whole problem is that CEOs and stuff, tax filings are so complex that it's harder for the IRS to spot it. So they can get an AI to say that all these CEOs are cheating and not paying their taxes. Very quickly, it no longer pays to be rich. No longer are we going to have to deal with inflation rates rising to the point where nobody can pay or anything. That's just my opinion. These are topics of discussion that really aren't suited for my channel, that I have opinions on. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, wow, you're really dumb, and I'm sure of it, because... But, you know, money rots people's brains. When you have enough money, it rots people's brains. There's a limit to money. Money can buy you happiness, up to a point. After that point, then you're just money hungry. Level 4 victory, hey. Yeah, if they want to use AI to spot tax fraud and stuff on those really complex forms, go for it. Just make sure to have somebody to double check the bot, right? I'm down for AI in use cases like that, because that's stuff that should be taken care of. Because, like, tax fraud and stuff hurts the common people, because taxes are how we fix roads and stuff. It's how we pay firefighters and whatnot. Those are important things. Those are important resources that everybody uses. Why would we defund them? Why would we not fund firefighters? Why would we not fund to fix roads and, you know,
go to infrastructure that people use on an everyday basis. And I think that's the key component that a lot of people are missing, is that CEOs and stuff, they don't pay taxes. They donate like 1% of their wealth, and that's enough to make sure that they don't have to pay taxes at all. Or they keep their funds in offshore like bank accounts. It just goes to hurt more people, and I don't think that's very fair. If I've got to pay my fair share, then so does Jeffy Bezos. Or Elon Musk, or whatever the fuck nickname is gonna piss them off the most. That goes for every single one of them, because I do not like any of them. Even the ones that like I haven't mentioned. All of them should be paying a fair share. If I have to pay mine, then they have to pay theirs. Fight me. And that is my opinion. Opinions that are probably going to get this video flagged or something, I'm sure. But it's my opinion. So this serpent fellow, he's going down because I don't like tech billionaires. I don't like big billionaires. They all can go heckin' somewhere else. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna stop this guy and yeah. Okay, well, you don't have to join in the conversation. I think that AI should not be used to generate revenue for corporations. AI should not be used to replace workers for writers or actors. AI should not be used in most things. But for finding tax fraud, go for it. For detecting if something is a problem, go for it. Chatbot AIs? Probably not, because that is not a good spot. As therapists? No, they're not good at it. These are the topics of discussion that I will have with people. Yeah, this is Rockman, this is MegaMan. Rockman, MegaMan, same series. So back to the game. So tomorrow we're still gonna do Jackbox. Next week I'll try to stick to the schedule a bit more rigidly. Cyber Elves are here. So, Cyber Elves can be used as a source of power, but they are also dead Reploids. So, yeah, that's a little frightening, the fact that there's just so many of them. It's eating the souls. The Model W is eating the souls of the Cybers. Because the Model W is a frightening monster of a machine. Based on Dr. Weil from the Zero games. So now we gotta fight him.
Luckily, the spin slash is my best friend, so easy peasy lemon squeezy. What's everybody been up to? I've been up to playing this game. Yesterday I just had to take a break because I could not keep the streaming going. Because essentially I've been content creating every single day for almost a month now, and I just can't keep running myself ragged like that. Alright. Yeah, no, just been up to streaming. Trying to get videos done. Trying to make sure I don't crash and burn. Alright, open up to phase 2. And on to phase 3. And that was phase 3. This final boss is very anticlimactic if you're pretty good at knowing the spin slash, using the spin slash and stuff. Oh, I did mention, Mountain Man, I did mention earlier, I have one more Blue Sky code to give out. So yeah, the one city in the world where there's life, and... Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Alright, and down comes a cyber elf of Jiro. To say we've done a good job. But it's not over yet until all destructive forces are defeated. Fight MegaMan for everlasting peace. Oh wait, wrong game? Oh, but right message. Got it. Yeah. This game's really good, and I highly recommend anybody that hasn't played the Mega Man ZX Zero ZX Legacy Collection yet, picks this up and gives it a go, because this is just a really good game. And the entire Guardian HQ is here to meet us. Because even with that big destruction, we did it! That was Mega Man ZX. There are a few things I didn't do. We do not have Model Omega yet, although we did fight Omega. We didn't get Model X, which requires you to 100% the game as vent, ale, and then restart on a new file. So there's lots of stuff to check out here and lots of things for you to do after the game's credits are rolled, but this is it for this playthrough of the game. Next week, replacing Mega Man ZX, I believe, will be either Mario Wonder or Sonic Superstars. Up to you guys. I might even just move things over to take more of a break. Oh, man. This game is so good. In case you're wondering what's on the bottom screen. There you go. I think I'm gonna get something to eat here soon. Pizza sounds good. Oh boy. I love how Discord's like, yeah, you got 2 new messages, and then I check the messages, and I got pizzas and the mazes. Right now, I'll give you some pizza. I'll give everybody some pizza if they want. Honestly, I might have to do, if more people are gonna show up to MFF this year, if enough people come just to check me out and hang out with me, we can go get pizza together. I'll do like a pizza room party, play some video games with you guys, sort of thing. But if there's not enough people, heck it. New game added to Morgan's store. You can transform into Model X now, even after obtaining Model ZX. Save the clear data? Yes. Well. I was not expecting that. But now if we head down to Area N... One last little bit here. So we did fight all of those bosses for 03 and 04. There is something that's supposed to be in this room, if I remember correctly. But yeah, now we have the option to... We can now go get Model Omega, and... we can now go fight Omega one more time to get Model Omega, and we can also get Model X when we play a new game. So... I said I've never gotten Model X before, there you go! I got Model X. It's on gotta start a new game, but hey. believe now if we fight Omega, we should be able to get Model Omega. Now that we've actually cleared the game. Welcome back! We just beat the game. I unlocked Model X, and now I'm giving this a go, because of course I am. Now we're fighting Omega one more time, just to see if we can actually get his model. Maybe? One heck of an explosion, yep. Well, do you know if it's possible to get his model? It is. I don't remember how to do it. I know you need all the game to fight all the 0, 3, and 4 bosses that are available in this game, and I know you need to fight him. But I thought that was the prerequisite, but I guess it's not. Either way, I tried. So I guess I'll end up... Oh, I'd love a bite of chicken parmesan right now. That just sounds really, really good. We didn't get all the data discs, but just to show you, this is our final total. I'm missing 6 here, 4 there, and 5 here. So not bad overall. So we'll end it off here in this room. Look, we got another one. So 3 bosses out of 8 with a level 4 victory. Not too bad all in all. With that being said, though, I have been your humble host. Thank you guys so much for watching this series. Please drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Twitter at GavinDragonYT. I don't know how long that'll be up. Of course, we do have Blue Sky as well, so you can follow me on there at GavinDragon. You can also donate to the PayPal link on your screen in the description below, although it's not mandatory. And of course, you can always click on another video of mine and see what else I have to offer. With all that being said, though, I have been your humble host. If there's anything more you need from me, so be it. But I'm done for today. Good night, everybody.